Happy Wednesday! No comic books today, unfortunately. No comic books at all, because that idea didn't work out apparently. So they don't have any comics that came out, which is very frustrating. But I'd like to thank everybody for joining me today. We're going to have a great time. Yesterday we talked about the MCU. We had an Ask Me Anything about the MCU. And today we're going to have an Ask Me Anything about the DCEU, to be totally fair. I made its own little border there. They got moved up a little bit for some reason. Hold on. There we go. And we're going to get started in just a moment. Thank you, everybody, for being a member, and also everybody just for tuning in. You don't have to be a member to tune in. You only have to be a member to join the conversation. If you'd like to join the conversation, you can click on it's a dollar sign. I don't know why it's a dollar sign, but that's how you can join. Or there's a link down below in the video description if you're watching this after the fact. All right, so first I'd like to find out where everybody is watching from, and then we can get to questions. And we'll do that for about half an hour. All right? So where is everybody watching from? Yeah, Karen, those are some nice posters. If there's one thing the DCEU can do, it's make posters. Their posters are very beautiful. Hey, Guto Ruiz, thanks for joining. Winter Night says it's 6:15 a.m. in Australia. I appreciate your dedication, Winter Night. Thanks for getting up early or staying up late, whichever one you were doing. Bernie's not part of the DCEU, Mika. You're not sucking me into a political conversation. Nice try. Let's see here. Lloyd is on his couch with vanilla ice cream in Virginia. That sounds delightful. Let's see here. Anime lover Nicole is in Holland. Desert Punk's in Hawaii. I have it on super slow chat today, but you guys are still getting it to move pretty fast. Let's see here. Nicholas, thank you for joining. Zacharias, thank you for joining. David's in Leeds, UK. Jamila's is in Western Massachusetts. Stephen is in Los Angeles there. Jake Chandler says home in quarantine in California, making homemade tortillas. Oh, that's delicious. Let's see here. Kenneth Lee says, watching you while doing my online finals in Burnaby. Oh, that's lovely. I'm doing a lot more cooking than I usually ever do. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of cleaning and cooking. And I don't like it. Let's see here. Nicholas, who just joined, is in Melbourne, Australia. Let's see here. Andre is in Chile. Mexican Nacho, always good to see you, eating a sandwich in hot Mexico. It's pretty hot here in New York, too. Redeem is in the Czech Republic. I can only tell because it's hot in my apartment. I'm not outside, obviously. Let's see here. Simon, you can ask about the blanket today, but is it just the same blanket it always is? Stephen Turner says, I just gave myself a manicure and went on a run in Brooklyn. I love it, Stephen. That's quite the 1-2 punch for your afternoon. Happy Passover to you too, Daniel. Hey, Chris. Thanks for joining. Kyle said, just finished my online class in Los Angeles. Oh, excellent, excellent. Braden is streaming from sunny Colorado. Let's see here. Oh, that's interesting. Yak Dem is watching Boardwalk Empire. I watched that all the way to the end. A lot of people stopped watching it. I like to finish what I start. And I thought it was okay. Matt Todd is eating pizza in Durham, England. I have a frozen pizza and I'm saving for Friday. I'm excited about it. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Eddie. Raheem is quarantined in Louisiana. Hey, Star. I like your profile picture, Star. That's very nice. Hey, Juan Cruz. I'm doing great. How are you doing? Samir is up late in Hong Kong. Godzilla versus Kong. You're in London. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Hey, Zista. I always say hi to you. You and your dog, CJ? That emoji actually looks just like your dog. Francisco says, I'm on my way home. Be safe, Francisco. Let's see here. And the movie lover says, watching from Vancouver in a meeting with my film teacher eating bacon, mac, and cheese. Ooh, where'd you get that? Delicious. Andrew's quarantined in Ireland. No pyromatic idiot. You're right on time. Nick's isolated in Chicago. Let's see here. South Chakalaki. I don't know what that is. Mad Kid 623. Kingdom Come Superman. Oh, that's a good name. I love Kingdom Come. All right, everybody. Oh, Chico, I saw your video. You can go to Chico has a video up of his Disney collection, which he showed off at the member call-in show on last Sunday. All right, so it's a DCEU Ask Me Anything. So let's talk DCEU. You can ask me questions about the DCEU. You can share theories and ask for my input on them. Anything that you want to talk about. Casting ideas. I'll tell you yay or nay. As I told you yesterday, and as a couple of people are reporting today, but I told you first, it looks like Ezra Miller not only killed his own career, but the Flash movie. Luke is drinking Pure Leaf sweet tea. Delicious. Yeah, I keep buying iced tea. I could make iced tea, but I just want to buy it for some reason. I'm like, pre-made iced tea, I'll take it. Mika says, how do you personally feel about Ezra? Same as James Gunn? I gotta tell you, James Gunn's making an amazing comeback. Hey, Blix KP. Last night for comicbook.com, he did a quarantine watch party watch-along. Although, that does nothing to promote comicbook.com, so I think that's a weird thing that they do. But it got themselves trending top 10, and he did a great job tweeting it. And that was like a really nice feather in James Gunn's cap. I think he's coming back slow but strong, and so I think he's doing great. I think Suicide Squad, I mean, unless it's awful, and how bad could it be, really? Although it could be Brightburn bad. I think James Gunn's on track to come back. Kenneth Lee says Park So-Dam is Zatanna. So if you don't know who that is the actress from Parasite. I would love to see her, as I said, as Hawk Girl. Maybe make, because birds are such a big part of Chinese culture. I said Hawkman and Hawk Girl could be from China. I don't know about Zatanna though. She's pretty good though. I think she, with the way she did the chant. Now I think about it, I do respect a comeback, Nathan. I love comebacks. I respect the hustle. I think Ana de Armas would be a better Zatanna, as Stasia just said. But I think that she could. I think Park Dam could maybe do like the chant pretty well. Colin writes that James Gunn made jokes. Ezra assaulted a fan. I thought James Gunn's jokes were really inappropriate. If you make pedophilia jokes about your own kid, that's a special line that you've crossed. However, he's for the most of the time extremely professional, and he delivers. He makes movies that make hundreds of millions of dollars for Marvel and maybe for DC. Ezra Miller doesn't deliver. As I said in my video, if he was doing a better job in his movies, this might not be such a big question. Check Film Fantastic. I'm impressed with your use of the emojis. Quinade says Andrew Garfield for The Flash. He already was Spider-Man. I don't know if I'd want him again. He should focus on just making good movies. I don't know why he can't get more work. He's such a good actor. Misty Rand. I love that name. You just joined the other day. Says, think we will see Oliver Queen on the big screen with the Arrow TV show over? No. I don't think anytime soon. Unless maybe someone made a Justice League movie with lots of cameos, which would be really great. I don't see it happening anytime soon. I think DC is just a little bit too all over the map in terms of development. They have no plan. I think it continually hurts them. Which is sad. Lloyd says, hey Grace, with Miller out, what's your ideal replacement? Well, as you might have seen some of the rumors today, I can't corroborate this, but some people are saying that I can corroborate that Ezra Miller is not doing well with Warner Brothers. But I saw some people say go a step further and say they're just going to get rid of the Flash, which would be sad. But I could understand that. They just can't keep recasting people. It's so embarrassing. I would love to see the new Gods movie, Dancing Dog, but I worry about Ava DuVernay and Tom King. They seem like the kind of group that should make a television show, not a movie. Hey, Good Days. It's a nice name. Let's see here. Cedric says, do you see Daniel Radcliffe fitting with Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman and Jason Momoa's Aquaman? As who? He's very tiny. Karen says, if you were Warner Brothers, which directors would you try to snatch up? Well, I'd put Chad Stahelski officially on a movie. I'd give him something. Maybe George Miller might be interested. But really, I think that Warner Brothers should be looking for a producer to oversee this whole division. And right now, they just haven't done that. I don't know yet how you could be tired of Batman. To me, that's not possible. Andrew Mason says, what's your favorite costume in the DCEU? That's a great question. I think I like Wonder Woman's new look. I think she looks really great and shiny. She just looks just like a Barbie doll, but in a good way, for the upcoming Wonder Woman 1984. And I like her gold armor. I think it looks really good. I'm also thinking I'm going to like Cheetah based on all the leaks. So many leaks. Toy leaks are so bad. I can see why there were no Yoda toys, because toy companies just can't keep a secret. So I think that the Wonder Woman 1984 movie is going to be really good. But Darren, I don't know what the box office is going to be. Let's see when this thing finally comes out, and how good it is. Does it have enough action? I hope it has enough action. I'm sad they took away her sword and made her a kinder, gentler Wonder Woman. Who wants that? I want her to beat the crap out of stuff, man. That's the whole point. Hey, cannot think of username. That's pretty clever. Disney, I like your question, but I'm planning to answer it in a video next week. Because a lot of people were like, why don't you make an Amber Heard video, Grace? Challenge accepted. Maybe I'll even do it this week. That's a good question there. Where did it go? Zakaria says, your favorite DCEU villain? Joker's a great villain, obviously. I really like Lex Luthor. I'd like to see Lex Luthor. I mean, I liked what Jesse Eisenberg did. I understood what they were going for there, but I'd love to see a more powerful business. I like business, so I'd like to see that. Betty Gilpin, Power Girl. That's an interesting idea. I don't know about that. I think she could do better, quite frankly. Power Girl's really only known for her cleavage, and I think Betty Gilpin deserves better. I can see you, Godzilla vs. Kong. Let's see here. Lazar, I think Ana de Armas for Poison Ivy, as I said, I think she'd be a great choice. Queenad says, what happened to the Wonder Woman 1984 Flashpoint angle you reported before? Well, I told you they're slowly shifting away from what happened. So I never said they were going to do Flashpoint specifically. I said they were going to be like Flashpoint, where they were going to shift the reality of the movies. Because remember, there is a wishing stone in the movie that can change reality. Also, they've just totally, hey David, they've just totally done away with the idea that Wonder Woman was hiding since World War I. Remember in the Batman v Superman, she was like, I can't put up with no man's land. I don't want to do anything with this. I want to mind my own business. No one's ever heard of Wonder Woman. Not the case anymore. In Wonder Woman 1984, Wonder Woman, everybody knows not only who she is, but that Diana is Wonder Woman. She has no secret identity. So, it's a strong choice. Morris says, DC still want low-key movies like Supergirl. I think they're working on it. They don't have a plan. So I think what really has to happen is for a director to come along that they feel good about, to get excited about a character. And then they say, okay, let's make that movie. That's really how they greenlight stuff there right now. Kyle says, then why did she take out the security cameras? You mean like in the mall? Who knows? But I know for a fact that like Cheetah, I think, knows who she is in the movie. And like everyone knows who Wonder Woman is. You have to remember that in the Batman v Superman, there was never even a Wonder Woman. It's not like there was Wonder Woman that nobody knew what her secret identity was. They've changed it so that Wonder Woman is a superhero that fights all the time and people know who she is. Portis2 says, Grace, will HBO make Watchmen shows based on individual characters, like the Silk Spectre show? Well, I did enjoy those comics. I don't think so. I don't think they will. Watchmen just didn't work out for them. It didn't win a ton of awards. Not a lot of people watched it. They didn't even bother to make it one of the free shows that you could watch when they just did the free HBO limited release. So I think there's no future for them with Watchmen, unfortunately, which is a shame. It's a damn shame. Stasio, it's a movie lover. I never heard any Johnny Depp as Joker rumors. I never personally heard them. I think they don't make any sense to me. I don't see why they're having a hard enough time with Johnny Depp as Grindelwald. They would throw him into another franchise. I just don't see it happening. Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm not going to answer silly comments. If you want me to talk to you, you've got to ask me a question. Miska, I'm afraid I would not put Kate Beckinsale in the movies. I just don't think she has a good enough career. Guto, I don't think Patty Jenkins would be a good version of Feige for DC or Bruce Timm or Paul Dini. Those people are creatives. You need a producer. That's the problem. They want to go off and do other stuff. You need someone who's like, I would love to produce DC movies for the rest of my days. That's what you need. Kevin Feige, well, he's apparently going to make a Star Wars movie. But for the most part, he's just going to only make Marvel movies forever. And that's what you need. You need someone who wants to do that for DC. Blix, you are going to get more magic-based characters. As I reported before, Black Adam will include Dr. Fate, which will be really fantastic. Be really fantastic if they do it right. Hey, David Crownson. Mika, you know I love the Martha. I liked the Martha back and forth in Batman v Superman. Because when they said it, I was like, oh my god, their moms do have the same name. How did I never realize that before? And it was great. I thought it was a really great moment. That would get both of them to stop in their tracks. Because they love their moms so much. It's very nice of you, Lauren. Lloyd, well, after Wonder Woman 1984, of course, they have the Batman and the Suicide Squad. It's the year of the movies. And I think they're both poised to do quite well. See, Nathan also loves the Martha moment. Manny, I'm afraid I feel bad. I'm not a Blue Beetle fan. It's a hard character for me. I don't like the costume. I don't quite get the powers. But I know the Blue Beetle has fans, so I would love to see that done right. Andy, I haven't heard anything about Superman, I'm afraid. Neil says, Wonder Woman 1984 trailer 2 date guess. When the movie theaters reopen, that's when they'll probably put a trailer out. And people are going. But right now, I mean, they don't even know if they're going to make this August date. So I don't know about that. Cyborg still in the DCEU, Dancing Dog 60? I don't know, I don't think so. I mean, he's not out of it, so that's pretty good for him. Let's see here. I don't know about Michael B. Jordan's Superman Desert Punk. I'm open for race-bending Superman. As I've said before, I thought The Rock would make a great Superman, and The Rock agrees, but instead he's going to play Black Adam. He's going to be a better Superman than Superman has had. So that's a very good Black Adam attitude, by the way, so he's a good choice for that. But I think Michael B. Jordan has an anger in him, which suited him so well for Kilgrave, but I just don't see him as Superman. Superman's supposed to be a happy, optimistic character. Now, of course, Michael B. Jordan is an amazing actor, but I just don't think it will work for him. And also, I don't think he'd enjoy playing it. He had a hard enough time doing Johnny Storm. I thought it was unfortunate how people treated him with that. I remember being on the red carpet. He was not having fun for that movie. Guto says, what do you see for Margot Robbie's future in the DCEU? Harley Quinn ain't going nowhere. Let's see what happens with Punchline if she ever actually shows up. But I think that, I probably don't think Margot Robbie will be solely producing any more movies, that's for sure. But I suspect she'll be very popular. It'll be interesting to see if the character can rebound in the Suicide Squad with James Gunn taking control. Godzilla vs. Kong, I would love a Red Sun movie, but it might be a little bit too late for that. Neil, I would love, Janelle Monáe actually would make an excellent Vixen. Jodie Turner-Smith, I feel, should be the Storm, as I've said before. Nano, I have seen the Doom Patrol series, but I didn't finish it. It went on for a little too long for me, and it wasn't good. Sometimes I think sometimes a season can be too short, but sometimes a season can be too long. I just didn't feel like Doom Patrol was going anywhere. Too many detours. John, I would love to see Robin in a Batman movie, but like Kid Robin. That would be just so wonderful. Like Jacob Tremblay voices him on Harley Quinn, the animated series, and I think it would be great to have someone that age actually play the character on screen. Braden, my favorite DC character by far and away is Batman. I'm a big Batman fan. I relate to Batman quite a bit. Let's see here. Disney 200. I don't know if they're doing a season 3 for Harley Quinn. I think if they put Harley Quinn on HBO Max and it finds the audience that it deserves, they will get a third season. And a fourth, and a fifth, because it's amazing. But right now, I don't think enough people are watching it, which is sad. Karen said, should DC films be connected or stick to Elseworlds? Connected. Connected, 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 connected. Stefano, I did watch Titans Season 2. I loved the Superboy episode. That was so good. But then I felt it got real bad, like unwatchable. I watched it, but it was bad. Noel says, thoughts on Martian Manhunter as a character? It's difficult when there are too many versions of the same character at the same time, because it just dilutes them. Like, I'm like, we already kind of got him almost in Justice League or Batman v Superman, of course, as Zack Snyder recently revealed. He's been on Supergirl already a whole bunch. I feel like I'm a little Martian Manhuntered out. Of course, Gujo, it's my pleasure. Morris, I don't know about New Gods. I feel like this Eternals is really putting the kibosh on it, because why would you make that when you could, when the Eternals is like they're already doing their New Gods storyline, basically. That Kevin Feige. He kills so many DC movies in their cradle. Josh loves movies. I definitely think Zac Efron should be Nightwing. He is Nightwing, in my opinion. From the butt to never being taken seriously. I mean, that's it. It's perfect. Portis 2, I don't know when we're getting new comics. Apparently when this is all over, when comic book stores can open again, which I think is ridiculous. They better come up with a solution before that. Glalie Master, I'm not sure about Jon Stewart casting. There's always a rumor they want to go with a much younger Jon Stewart. I don't like that idea. Jon Stewart's supposed to be seasoned. He's supposed to be in charge. He's supposed to really know what he's doing. I don't want to see like some punk Jon Stewart. I mean, I think Hollywood always, unfortunately, that's like with characters of color, sometimes that's the way they like to go. It's stereotypical, but it's dated, I think, at this point. And I mean, you know what I want for Jon Stewart? I want the human live-action version of the animated series, which is why everybody loves that character. Quinade says, is a Sirens movie possible? Gotham City Sirens with Zoe Kravitz and Margot Robbie. I think for sure. Especially if Zoe Kravitz is very popular in the role. But it's a ways off. So we'll go till, we started at 4:15, we'll go till 4:50. Well, Aaliyah, comic book store owners, I think, you know, they're really spread out, and I think they're just scared about being able to come back to business, and they're just not doing enough to work together, which is tough. I like Trevante Rhodes' Barbie Minaj. He'd be great as Jon Stewart. I like him a lot. He was very good in Predator. Oh, Matthew also likes that idea. Lauren, that's an interesting idea of Samara Weaving for Punchline. Someone who looks so much like Margot Robbie with her hair dyed black? Maybe. I don't know how I feel about Punchline. I feel she could be real offensive, but I just don't know. I gotta see. Joseph, I I don't know about Vicky Vale in the DCEU. That's a good question, but she's so much like just a blonde Lois Lane, I feel that that's tough to include her. That's very sweet of you. Can't think of a username. Favorite Batman, Jaleesa? I really liked Ben Affleck, but I'm liking Robert Pattinson. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I hope he doesn't disappoint me when we actually see him in the role, but I like that a lot. But my favorite Batman to date is Ben Affleck. I don't know about a Lobo film, Dancing Dog 60. I feel he's a real niche character. Stasio says, which DC characters would you like to show up on Titans? I'll tell you who. Less characters. That cast is way too big. I only want to see the main characters and explore them. I'm really sick and tired of like taking these huge, like, I do like Minka Kelly and the guy, I forget his name, who plays Hawk, but we spend way too much time on Hawk and Duck. I'm like, who on earth tuned into this show for Hawk and Duck? And why do we spend so much time with them? Why are they always naked? I'm like, who is this show for? They're like, everyone. Will Pattinson have a new Joker? Pyromatic idiot? That's a great name. He's got it, right? I mean, it can't be Joaquin Phoenix. By the way, I'll tell you on a side note. I can't. I promised I wouldn't tell about that. You guys get me so excited. I tell you stuff I shouldn't tell you that. But yes, it can't be. I'll just tell you, it cannot be Joaquin Phoenix for certain reasons. So we'll see who it is. But you can't have Batman without a Joker. Oh, that's right, Matthew. It's Alan Richardson. You know, John Krasinski, I didn't get to see who said it, but he would be an interesting Superman. He can work out, but he certainly has the Clark Kent feel. Chris Clark, I never said that critics were bribed to hate Batman v Superman. That's something other people said that was for some reason assigned to me. I never said that. Hey, TGU C123. Oh, that's funny. Catalan, you like Hawk and Duck. I mean, they're likable, but they distract the show from it. I can't, this tea is too hot. I'll burn myself. John Cena as Superman, Joshua? That's pretty funny. He'd be a good Superman, like for a comedy sketch. Hey, Rune Stitch. We're going till 4:50, but there's streams 4 days a week. So if you're just joining now, don't worry. There'll be plenty more times for you to interact and have a good time talking about stuff. That's right, Dancing Dog. John Krasinski was almost Captain America, but I don't think he would have been a good Captain America. Thank you, Lloyd. I really liked Batman v Superman. I thought it was good stuff. I think people were too harsh on it. And what I said was, and I still do believe this, you know, critics need access. And so a lot of times they don't want to upset a studio. So they'll, certain studios have different relations with different, some studios are harder than others. And so I feel like that was a little bit in play at that time. But now everybody's turned down Disney. They have a little bit more of a difficult situation. Hey, Srihari. Gabriel, John Krasinski, I like your vote of confidence there. That's excellent. Anthony, I'm still thinking about the next watch along. It won't be this week because I got to watch Trolls. They did give me a screener, but I don't get it until midnight when you can buy the movie, which is They're like, you don't have to pay for it though, and I'm like, all right, I'll take it. So expect my Trolls review at like 4 a.m. on Friday morning. That's crazy that I would do that for Trolls. But if you're not going to review Trolls right away, why review Trolls? I can't share the tea, Mr. Elephant. Juan says, Grace, have you seen the Snyder Cut Honest trailer? No, I have not. The Snyder Cut exists, and I'll tell you who's seen it. So I know who's seen it. Are the people who made the core cast, all except Henry Cavill, who wasn't invited, have seen it. And some of the people who actually also worked on the film who were very close to Zach. That's what I heard who saw it. Maybe Henry Cavill got a private screening at another date, but I know he wasn't invited to that. No, Eddie, no. Don't tempt me, Eddie. John Cena as Lobo is actually pretty darn good casting, Chris. Thanks, Megan. I appreciate that as I stay strong. Don't spill the tea. Srihari says, what do you think about the Allison Brie type for She-Hulk? That's not DCEU. But yes, that's what they're looking for, including Allison Brie. Bye, Dancing Dog. Oh, it's 4:50. All right, I must go. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was fun to do these specific Ask Me Anythings. And so if there continues to be no news, we'll focus on other things. So maybe we'll do something about Harry Potter. Maybe we'll do someone, Jico said Disney animation. So if you have any suggestions for topics that you might want to do on a live stream, please be sure to let me know. I do take suggestions. All right, everybody, have a lovely rest of your afternoon. The next live stream will be Sunday around 10:30 a.m. Oh, hey, Enter For None. Nice to have you join in. I'm sorry we're about to end, but you're now a member for the month, so you can join in for all these things. Maybe you can get a question in real quick. But yes, so the next stream will be Sunday at 10:30 a.m. and it'll be a viewer call-in show. So anyone who is a member can put their Skype name into the comments and get a chance to be called live on the show. I'm looking to see if the last person who just joined puts in a question. I'll give you just a moment. Since you just joined. Feel bad. There we go. Do you think they could have done a better Soups cameo in Shazam? Back of the head, maybe. Yeah, it would have. I mean, I think especially because we all knew why they weren't showing the head. I think that it would have been. That sounds bad. That's what she said. But I think that it would have been better to have some action maybe or something like that. Like all it did was kind of underscore that Henry Cavill didn't do the cameo. So I think they could have done a little something more like that. But I liked that movie quite a bit, as you might recall. I really liked Shazam. I thought it was really, really good stuff. It was unfortunate that Henry Cavill wouldn't do that cameo. It's just unfortunate. Maybe that's why they left it the way it was. They're like, no one will ever forget that you refused to do this cameo. It's embedded in cinema. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. And again, Sunday will be, and anyone can watch the viewer call-in show, by the way, but only members are eligible to appear. All right, see you. More videos coming this week. Bye, everybody.